Ladies and gentlemen, and now, the first Pinske Perspective podcast with my buddy, Tommy Winn, everybody. There he is, Tommy Winn, chainsaw carver, artist extraordinaire from Virginia. There he is, all right. Tommy Winn, nice to see you, man.
Hey, Barry.
Talk in the microphone, Tommy Winn.
It sure is nice to see you, man. Nice to be here.
So,
Barre Pinske.
so I was in the law. Where the hell was I? I got a call.
You hadn't even got out of bed, man.
I wasn't even out of bed, and the phone rang.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was before that, and it was like Tommy Winn was on the phone. He's like, "I'm in Walpole,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I want to see you."
Yeah.
Freaking
Yeah.
awesome, man.
It's been 10 years, man.
10 years.
Actually, it's been longer than that.
Longer than that.
Yeah, because you started your show, The Big Buzz, in 2010.
I think it was 2008.
It could have been.
Because I moved here in 2007, and then I think that was either the next year already, or the year after that, 2008 or 2009.
That was the first year you had it.
Yeah.
I met you at Ridgeway in 2000.
Earlier.
Yeah.
The other day when we were together, we thought it was 2009, and it was just off the top of the head. But
you know how it is when you get old?
Yeah, there
No,
you
well,
go.
you don't know, but
But I think it was Ridgeway was 2004 or 5 or 7. Yeah, and then maybe the next year then we
it
came
had
here.
to be after 7.
Yeah.
It had to be after 7 because I hadn't done the Eagle Tree till 2008.
Oh, no kidding, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so.
So we've been friends for a while, and we've been watching each other's work on the internet. And Tommy Winn does these pretty labor-intensive, fish-oriented pieces and things like that, with a lot of detail and assemblage. Quite extensive amount of pieces that you put. Like, how many fish are in some of those pieces? Like 15 or more?
35 to 100.
35 to 100 fish, like a whole school thing, yeah.
Yeah, I've done as much as 3,000 in a piece.
So everybody that wants to check out his Facebook page, you have pictures on your Facebook, is that the best thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Tommy Winn.
Yep.
W-I-N.
South Hill, Virginia.
South Hill, Virginia.
Click on the one that has a multicolored A-frame roof.
There you go.
Yep, pretty easy to
Now,
do.
one of the things that I wanted to ask you about was your brother Steve Winn in Las Vegas. Do we ever get to go hang out with him?
Yeah, I don't know, Steve. If you say so, we'll go.
He isn't your brother?
No, it's a lot of wind. They spell SWY.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a...
They have the money. We have Jesus.
Well, there you go. That's what I was wondering about.
Yeah.
He's got Picassos and everything. He's got quite an extensive art collection, Steve.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a contractor, if I remember correctly. Is that correct?
Well, he owns hotels.
Right.
Yeah.
But he was a contractor, and he moved into. That's how he got his start.
I see. I thought that maybe he was your relative, and we could go hang out with him.
Yeah, but you know what? Money don't excite me.
All right.
You know, maybe it does at some of the other wins, but not me.
All right. Well, there you go. So Tommy helped me move a log the other day, and we just went out for dinner. That was kind of cool. We've been talking about value in art and how people do things. I think that's a struggle for everybody that's in our business.
Yes.
The physicality of the work is a thing, the detail, the time.
Everybody's individual.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own style and their own thoughts. You can get the same person a piece of wood, tell them carve a bear in it, and everyone will be different.
Right. And what we kind of determined is that I think we both have similar goals in wanting to do things that we want to do at a high level.
Right.
Much of the work that you're doing, you're spending almost a month on.
I got 3,000 hours in the bed.
Wow.
Just mostly sanding.
Yeah.
You know, but you got to be real meticulous when you're carving each one, not to affect the other one. And the grain of the wood is what makes the next fish.
So part of what I do with my work is try to simplify the process, eliminate having to do a lot of sanding because it is so labor intensive, And then my work sells for like a much lower price point than what Tommy gets for his because he got so much time in it. It's quite elaborate. And so what I do the chainsaw, the oxygen and propane torch,
Right.
and the somewhat soft bristle brush, and then we're kind of done. I mean, sanding and detailing the eyes and things like that.
Right.
But I have bowls and things like that I sand. But as a kid growing up at a wood shop and a cabinet factory and then the lumberyard and everything that I was around, the sanding and the getting the detail out of the grain by getting the scratches out that the sandpaper put in. So what you got to imagine, people, is that when you take a chainsaw, you're creating a rough surface. And then when you go to sand that rough surface, you got to start with the rough from the chainsaw all the way down to like 220. So that's a lot. That's a lot. And you can use disc sanders and palm sanders and stuff like that, but a lot of the stuff that you're doing, it was a fish with a fin and all of that, you're trying to sand, a lot of it's handwork at that point.
And if you leave the scratches in it, it don't look like it.
No, it looks terrible. You see scratches.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I try to do is sell to older people that can't see well. I have my
try to
tricks.
tell the rich people got more money than they got sense. That's getting rare though. You know.
So
Protection.
neither one of us uses drugs or alcohol.
No.
So how long have you been sober?
I quit drinking and doing drugs 2007 in January.
2007.
Yeah.
Oh, right before we met.
Right before. I hadn't been carving
Keep the
long.
microphone in so we can hear you.
I hadn't been carving long before I went to Ridgeway.
Yeah. So you started carving after you stopped drinking and drugging. You haven't been doing it that long. The next day.
The next day I started carving.
No shit. See, one of the things that I think about the process of sculpture that can help people, whether they're struggling with addiction or just have different compulsions or get caught up in alcohol and drugs, whatever it is, the neat thing about the process of art, and I think I'm going to use sculpture as an example, is everything that you do in a piece of sculpture changes the whole sculpture, and your brain, if you can stay focused, gets caught up in that whole process.
Absolutely. Don't even see people.
Yeah.
You don't hear them or nothing.
Yeah. So you can kind of get lost in that, like being high on a drug.
It's worse.
If you think it's
It's worse.
It's worse for you.
Because it's addicting. You can't get enough, can you? How many nights have you worked all night long?
I used to do that way more than I do now.
I
but
know,
yeah.
but that's when you started. That's when it was so addicting.
Yeah.
Now it's a love.
Well, so
The love you have in your heart shows up in your work.
See, you got way more love in your heart than I have, Tommy Winn.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You just don't express it.
No, I'm a grumpy old German guy.
Would you like me to argue with you? I still love you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I think we really do need to love people for who they are, not who we want them to be.
Yes, you know something, and I have a lot of friends. I feel very, very lucky, and I do genuinely like people. But I think I'm at a point now where I'm not going to offer the skills and talents and things that I've worked so hard to achieve freely to others the way I used to, because I don't get back. I mean, when I was working for Steven Tyler, it was really weird when it came to different things, and I'm not name dropping here, I'm just remembering. And when you have something to offer people and they want something or want something from you or could benefit from hanging around you or whatever, right. I just want my relationships to be something that I get equally back.
But see,
that's a thing.
That's what you and I are different.
Yeah.
I want to give people the knowledge and wisdom I have. I want them to be able to do for themselves like I've done for myself.
I used to think that, but I mean, after they stole the big buzz from me now and made it into that and these other people, and then like other people that work with me went there, whatever. It's just it's one thing if you can really have a relationship where it works both ways. It's another thing if people just take and then take off.
But Barry, there's something bigger and better coming for you. They might have took that, but they can't take you.
Well, and I think what's bigger and better is my future
Yes.
and retirement
Forgive 'em.
and my conservative use of my money and my lifestyle. I'm going to change, Tommy Winn. I'm going to be much more conservative with my money and my lifestyle. I'm going to get a McLaren and start dating strippers.
I'm not touching that one. I'm leaving that one alone.
All right, so this is like the craziest thing, and somehow well, twofold. One, Tommy Winn has a relationship with Jesus.
I sure do.
And
That's
you
my
shared
Lord
that with my 94-year-old girlfriend
she
Marie
was
at the
looking good,
diner
wasn't she?
tonight.
Yeah.
And
Beautiful lady.
Tommy Winn and Marie were talking about Jesus, and
Yes, we were.
you told Marie you were going to see her in heaven someday.
You'll see her in heaven.
That's
Yes, I
freaking
will.
awesome, man.
I will.
So that's
it
a-
all came from there.
There you go. So that's a cool part of your character.
Yeah.
And then so I have a number of friends that are religious oriented people, or
Well, I don't
Jesus
call
is
it
in their
religion
life.
for me. It's a personal relationship.
Personal relationship with God.
With Jesus.
Jesus.
And God, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's an inner spirit in all of us.
Yeah.
You have an inner spirit. You wouldn't be so. Look how creative you are.
Yeah.
That's an inner spirit.
Yeah.
That
Comes
was
from
put there
somewhere.
by your Creator.
Yeah.
That's your Creator speaking to you, saying, "Hey, I want to do something different than anybody else I
I
see."
think it's the voice in my head that comes from my dad. God dang it, what the heck you doing now? You know? All these years and all the work, you still haven't amounted to nothing, you know? You know, your ma and I, we had you by accident, and everything that you've done has kind of been an act. I'm really trying to be proud of you, but I just can't do it.
And you know what? That's very negative, and that's really hard.
Well, that's
Because
the
words
you have
are
the
so
you have the voice of Jesus in your head, filling you full of love. I got the voice of my dad telling me I'm not good enough.
You know,
He's thinking
my
now.
answer to you is this. I have so much love in my heart that I hope it flows out and other people see it,
Yeah.
and they want the same thing I have.
Yeah.
And it shows up in my artwork.
Yeah.
That's what I think my artwork is an expression of, the love I have in my heart.
Yeah. Well, you are.
Personally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. So I see. I think that, I don't know, I'm making a metaphor in my mind here, folks. Like Tommy Winn is kind of like a golden retriever.
Okay.
Come up, he's full
I've
of
been called
love.
worse. I've been a dog.
He'll come up and lick your face because he's so full of love.
Yeah.
And I'm more like a pit bull. I am full of love the same way, but it's just like, whoa.
You know,
He said pit bulls look tough.
you were raised different than I was. I was raised to forgive people and love them for who they are, not who I want them to be. And it's really hard, Barry.
Yeah.
Because people don't want you to love them. There's a lot of people who don't want you to help them.
Okay.
Your worst time you're going to have in your life is people that you try to help, and they're going to do you wrong. And you know what? You will gain by being nice to them.
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's hard.
I know, I'm trying.
Trust me, I have a hard time with it too.
Yeah. But I really do like the fact that that you have that nice, giving, loving nature. Like my friends at Cormier's, they are Evelyn. My friend Evelyn, she just got a recording contract in
Right.
Nashville with a religious label.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's great.
Christian label is
Well,
the word
wrote
that I
5
should use.
songs, and 3 of mine are Christian, and I'm gonna tell you, is one, "Who Should I Send?" And
Yeah,
there must be a river of tears in heaven because I've cried them.
there you go.
You know what I mean?
I wrote a cheating love song last winter.
Did you? Did
Yeah.
you cheat or she cheat?
No, it's a cheating love song that I wrote last winter. When it was the middle of the winter, it was like cold and lonely, and I was like teetering between being really creative and brilliant like Henry David Thoreau,
Right.
and then losing my mind like Ted Kaczynski.
What mine?
Yeah, there you go. And so
You opened the door.
I wrote a cheating love song, Tommy Winn. You want me to sing it in the style of
Yeah,
Bob
sounds
Dylan?
good to
All right.
me.
This is my cheating love song, in the style of Bob Dylan. My friend Tommy
Don't ask me
Winn.
to sing, because I can't sing.
All right, my friend Tommy Winn has not heard this song yet. It goes like this. I'm cheating on my left hand with my right. I don't know which one I'll be with tonight.
Sound like Bob Dylan to me.
If I can't be true to me, I'll never be true to you. I said if I can't be true to
That's a little
myself,
much for me.
I'll never be true to you. That's my cheating love song I wrote, Tommy Winn. You like that one?
It has its humor to it, it really does. You can't beat that one much, can you?
So for those of you who know Tommy, you're gonna know this story. For those of you who don't, which would be
Oh,
everybody,
you're going to start this one now.
here we go. So this is the craziest thing ever. How many people do you know that are a living cliche? You may be the only one. So a cliche is something like "don't shoot yourself in the foot," right?
Yeah. That has a different meaning when you do it.
So Tommy Winn, like what exactly? You were in a deer blind or
So
something?
what I did was I climbed up 25 foot in,
Let me turn this way.
Sorry,
There you go.
in an enclosed disc game.
In a what?
Enclosed, that means it has 4 walls on it.
Yep.
Okay. I had a desk chair, old desk chair up in there, laid the gun on the ground, and I
This
leaned
is
over.
a deer hunting situation.
Yeah. I leaned over to pick up the gun, and when I went to set back, one of the Caspers that fell out of the chair. Well, you just clench. And when I did that, the gun went off and went through my foot. And I was in shock,
I shouldn't
man.
be laughing.
It's
So you,
just funny.
you shot a hole right through your foot.
Yeah, it left a, yeah. You know what I told the doctor?
Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Here's a living cliche. He shot himself right through his foot.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that
And what kind of a
expression.
bullet was
Like
it?
270 high power rifle.
270 high power rifle went right through.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there,
Never bled.
never bled,
Not a drop.
because it all cauterized right when it went through.
I would figure that's what happened. You know, what I did was I rubbed my foot. And there was no blood on that side. I didn't shoot myself. No. But
So
I
this
did.
it
My
shot
leg
through
was-
your your boot.
No, I had tennis shoes on.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
Uh-huh.
if I'd have had boots on, it probably would have done more damage because the
Oh.
eyelets in the boot.
Oh.
But I knew I had shot myself because I was numb from the foot down.
Couldn't feel a thing.
Couldn't feel a thing, but it didn't bleed. So I called my brother on the phone and said, "Look, I'm gonna shot myself in the foot. I'm gonna walk to the house, which is about a mile." And he says, "You know, I really wouldn't do that." I said, "Well, I ain't you. I'll just wrap a belt around it. If it starts bleeding, and it ain't bleeding." He said, "Call the rescue squad." So I did.
Wow.
But I was in shock.
That is the craziest thing, man.
Yeah, but it's probably the best thing ever happened to me in my life, and I know that sounds crazy.
So it's it's the best thing that ever happened to you because it was a life lesson kind of thing. Don't shoot yourself in the foot.
No, I've been praying for patience.
Ah.
And you're not going to get patience. He's going to give you the opportunity to learn patience.
Ah.
So I lost my house. I lost everything.
Wow.
I had nothing. So I had to depend on him. That's how I got my gallery. God says, move in, just take care of it.
Yeah, that's right. You told me tonight you get a gallery and you can just
and
work
I've been
on it.
there for 17 years
Wow.
and paid no rent.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's a pretty nice gallery. That's
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You know.
So you think that even though something tragic,
Always.
which took everything that you
Always.
had,
I have more than I deserve.
and you got all this back
Yeah.
in spite of that.
Yeah, and I got a house. I live on the lake. My
Yeah.
wife left me, and I couldn't afford it.
So wait a minute now. What was that number?
My third wife.
Third
I've
wife.
been married 4 times. I'm proud
4
of it.
times?
Proud of it. Never left a one of them.
They left you?
Yeah, well, I didn't
Why
give
did they
much
leave you,
opportunity.
Tommy Winn?
I didn't give them much opportunity. You know.
4 times?
Yeah, well, David.
You're like a Hollywood movie star.
David, after God's own heart, had 112 wives. I don't feel ashamed.
112.
He had them all at the same time.
Tommy Winn. What
yes,
the
he
heck?
did.
You know?
Listen, if God made anything better than women, he kept it in heaven for himself. I'd OD'd on it a long time ago.
See, I'm single, never married, and then that's worse.
And I
That's
would
probably worse in a woman's eye being single, never married, than married 4
But that
times.
was your
They're going
choice.
to say, "What's wrong with you, single, never married?"
Listen, there's nothing wrong with anybody. There's nothing
Pull
wrong
that
with
chair in
anybody.
here a little bit
There's
closer,
nothing wrong
Tommy.
with anybody. We just don't accept people for who they are.
See, this is my problem, Tommy. Let me tell you one quick story here.
Okay.
So the Menendez brothers, you're familiar with the Menendez brothers?
Now I've heard of the cartel.
No, that is
other one.
that is something else.
Okay.
But it's just, probably has a disease in it. But the Menendez brothers were recently in the news again. They killed their parents, the Menendez brothers, for the insurance money. They actually shot their mom in the face. They're in prison for life.
That ain't good enough for them.
Both of them were able to get married while they were in jail, Tommy
Right.
Winn.
Right.
And I can't even find a wife. I'm thinking, what kind of a red flag am I putting up if the Menendez brothers killed their parents and were able to get married? What the heck?
You know,
He's not laughing.
I think it's been your choice. I think it's been your choice.
Yeah.
It's been your choice not to get married.
Yeah, well,
You throw yourself into your work and you love your work and that's your love.
Well, I don't know if I want to get too deep into this, but
Yeah,
when I do look back on it, if we're going to be serious, I think it takes time for relationships
Of course
to
it does.
build. And I think that if you are in a working environment, like in a factory or a school or a hospital, where somebody that you're interacting with might not be that attractive to you at first, but then when you
Absolutely.
interact with them over a period of time, you get to see what's in their heart or their
Oh,
soul,
it's what's inside
and then you
anyway.
get the attraction that way.
Absolutely.
So I think a big part of the difficulty for me is as an individual working alone and mostly interacting with people that come into gallery that are families, I just don't meet that many single people. And being up here is crazy. This is like no place to be single. So I think part of it has to do with my career.
And here probably you could date.
Well, so but wanting to date and wanting to have children with them and spend the rest of your life with them is another thing. And the other thing is like I have a hard time. You know, I like people and I want to be with them, but I need to have a certain level of something that keeps me amused and entertained for a while, or like I don't have any, I can't do it.
I can appreciate
Yeah.
that, but see, you look for a date, I look for a wife. I look for a mate.
I'm still thinking about having children, Tommy Winn. I'm going to wait a little bit
Well,
longer.
you got to grow up first.
Well, I think if I wait a little bit longer, my wife could change my diapers and the baby's diapers at the same time.
Crazy things have happened. I think that's a lot to work for.
Yeah, I do think I have been kind of childish too. I don't know.
Well, you throw yourself into your work.
yeah, I
And that's
do.
admirable.
Yeah, I like
That's,
it a lot.
that's admirable. I mean, that really is admirable because I respect you, and I tell you what, I really have been inspired by what you do.
Thank you, man.
And I'm not
Appreciate
blowing
that.
smoke up, yeah. I mean, really,
Yeah.
you know, each artist, and I can name a lot. I can name a lot of artists, at least 5 or 6. They go out of their way to make a fine product,
Yeah.
and they take pride in it.
Yep.
A lot of them chainsaw, burn it, flap sand it, it's gone.
Well, even in the things that we don't spend a shit ton of
But you
time
still-
on, we're getting at the highest quality
Absolutely.
that we can do it within that time frame.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and people
Yeah.
like my work. I'm probably more volume oriented than most carvers. I mean, some of the I'm so sick of chainsaw carving too, and all the bullshit that goes along with it. I mean, you get these guys that talk about making 20 pieces in a day, and it's like, why are you doing that? You know, and then they talk about how fast they could do this and that and the other thing, and it's like It's a weird deal because chainsaw art is a folk art or a naive art. It's not something you go to art school for in most cases. I mean, Scott Dow went to art school, but most of the people, I mean, there's more now, but most of the people that do
It's
our craft,
going sport and art.
yeah,
Of any.
well, it's also very physical.
Yeah.
But I mean, most of the people that get involved in chainsaw carving aren't educated in art. And so they don't understand anatomy, they don't understand perspective, they don't understand negative space, they don't understand composition, but they feel like they're putting their heart and their soul in their work, and then it has meaning. But anybody can put their heart and their soul into anything, and if it's not based on anything that matters to art, it's just something that people do. So,
Absolutely.
But so in order to have it be significant with respect to art, it has to matter on art terms. And it can matter on outsider art or folk art or naive terms, and you could end up in the Outsider Museum or something, and that's kind of cool. But then when you say that to these people and you call it a naive art or something, then you think that they're calling them stupid. I'm not calling anybody stupid. I'm just saying this is what it is.
Well, I personally, most people have their own perspective to their own artwork, and you can't tell them they done it wrong.
Yeah, and I wouldn't do that.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's what they see.
Right.
But if it's not anatomically correct and it doesn't represent the structure that you're trying to make, it can look pretty messed up.
And a lot of it does.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing. So if you never, you know,
It's
so
about
that's
the
the deal.
money.
Yeah,
It's
but
about the money.
And I've told these people it's like because people give me crap online when I post things. So my robot, my CNC machine, my hydraulic chainsaws. I try to do all these innovative things. Work with branches and resin. Oh, you're not a chainsaw carver. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, oh, oh.
Well, your
Drives
art,
me freaking
your
crazy.
art is very versatile.
I do a lot of different things.
Very versatile.
I paint too.
When I first came here, I remember you had the twig bowls.
Yeah, those were pretty cool.
God, they were beautiful, and still you do everything twig. I mean,
Yeah.
that's, you know, that's here. That's here.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
And plus, I did go to college, and I you know,
I did
a little bit. I learned some art there, and then when I was on Cape Cod, I had a lot of artist friends.
Right.
This guy Jose and I used to study art history like crazy together. My friend Sam Barber is a successful impressionist painter. The Hall family had a pottery shop. You know, I interacted with them, and I studied like crazy. And there was a period of time when I had my gallery on my Cape, that I did silk screens like Warhol. I did modern works like Calder. I painted like Picasso. I did impressionism. I made art that had something to do with art history and learned about it and applied that. And I've always had a natural sense of proportion. That's where I'm really lucky. Like the movement in the wings of that eagle that I just made. It's like, when you look at it close,
Perfect.
It's unbelievable, the movement in those wings. But when you look at it close, the feathers aren't that thin, and I try to make it strong so it won't break. But the feel of it when you stand and look at it, it's like, oh my God, it looks like an eagle. Even though when you look really close, it kind of doesn't, but it has the feel because of the proportions and the distance between the wings and the distance from the end of the beak to the start of the wings and all that stuff. And that's where if you don't open up a book, if you don't look at a picture, I had these guys, my art only comes from the heart. I don't need to look at a picture. It's like, who are you trying to fool, man?
Well, I have to say this because my art teacher in the 8th and 9th grade told me, says, you need to take art class. I'm like, no, you're too mean. I'm not taking art class. But my mother was a seamstress. My mother could make anything in a crafts. As a child, I took bamboo, and people had housewarming gifts at that time, you know. If somebody built a house and moved in, you went and made them something.
Oh, that's cool.
So I grew up, my dad laid tile and we done construction and everything. So I've been generally exposed to the art, whether it's in sewing, knitting, crocheting, embroidering, doing crafts, all of it. You know, that we lived on the farm and we didn't have money, so you had to make the stuff if it broke.
Yeah.
You had to do something different. So my art teacher came up to me about 2009, and I was in food line. She come over and she says, "If you'd have taken art, you know where you'd be now." I said, "Yeah, dead." I'd have had so much money, I'd have killed myself from drugs and alcohol. It's the truth. She says, "It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful."
So that your art teacher saw your work when you were an adult then?
When I was an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But I think
I still can't draw.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, I would consider you a folk artist or an outsider artist, with no disrespect to that, but you have a ton of talent.
That's a God-given gift.
Yeah, and it's cool.
I quit drinking and doing drugs and started carving the next day. That's a gift.
That's great. So how, were you in trouble with drinking and drugging? Were you in jail?
Well, no. I've never. If I see trouble, I run. Always.
You're not in trouble.
No.
I don't want to spend one day in jail. I like my freedom so much.
Yeah.
There's a number.
I should have been there a few times.
Well,
don't get me wrong.
If I went to jail, it wouldn't be for drinking and drugging. It'd be for murder.
Well, no, I love people. I love people too much. I just let them live in their own misery. You know? Let's be real.
I want to murder this person and that person.
I always said Andy Murphy had the right idea.
What's that?
And he says, find those who want to kill themselves and find people who want to murder somebody. Put them together.
Oh, there you go. I mean, obviously, I would never murder anybody, but I mean, jail is a deterrent thing. I mean, I just want to be clear. I really love my freedom and my ability to create, and that's one of the reasons why I chose to rough it with an art career and bounce along and just get by for a long time rather than have the stability of a job, because even though I might work 12, 14 hours a day, I'm doing something that I really enjoy.
And it changes every day, even though you do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, see, I ran restaurants and bars 16 years.
Oh, wow, no kidding.
Oh, yeah, I'm a chef. And that is a beautiful art.
That's a lot of work, too. And if you're a
I
chef,
love it.
you don't make that much money either.
I didn't need to. I ate good.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I
man.
mean? I ate good. And I liked it. You know, I guess it's family. When people come in to eat, you know, you're cooking for people that love your food and they love you.
That's pretty cool, man.
You know,
I worked for a lot of restauranteurs,
Yeah.
and they were some of the best art collectors that I ever had.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'd show up there, you know, and then, you know, I would get a meal and a project and a deposit.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's pretty cool. You show up with no money.
Absolutely.
You're sitting down
Eat a
to get a taco or something.
$100 meal.
And the
Yeah.
next thing you got a full meal that they cover and a deposit on a new project and something to
More
do.
customers.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Tommy Winn, it's nice to have you up here. It's
it's
great
my
to
pleasure.
see you. It was great to get the call. Lee Whiting knew you were up here before I did. He's like,
As I put it on Facebook,
Yeah.
coming over to New York, I'm like, well, I hope all you people really love it up here, but I've been sitting here for 2 hours and it ain't moved.
why didn't go across the what used to be the Tappan Zee Bridge? It's now called the.
I went down there.
You went across the George Washington Bridge?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Go across the. I think it's the Como
no,
Bridge.
I'm
It's
going
called.
right downtown. Anyway, let me
No,
tell you.
it's a lot faster to go. If I would leave here, go down 87. Well, that's a whole nother thing.
Well, you'll have to tell me, but
I will.
this is the way it showed me on GPS.
That's
This
what
is
I'm
where I've
telling
always-
you. It's
They turned me up
ridiculous.
the Parkway, though.
Yeah, forget that.
15. Oh, no. Let me
Oh,
tell
you went
what
on the
happened.
Parkway. Oh, I love that road.
Oh, I hate it. The cop pulled up beside me and says, "You're pulling a trailer. Get off of here now."
Oh, you were on the Parkway with a trailer?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, man.
Well, I knew, but I didn't realize that was
What a Parkway
it's
was.
15. 15 runs right by my house. I didn't know it was a Parkway.
15 by your house is not a Parkway.
No, but it's the same 15.
Oh, okay. It just turns into a Parkway in New York.
Absolutely.
You're not the first person that I know that's been pulled over on the Parkway
Oh,
with
yeah,
a
they were
trailer
not
that
happy.
didn't know.
Well-
Do they have a sign that says? They have a sign that
It
says
says
no
no
trailer.
commercial vehicles.
Oh, I see.
That's what it says. It
Yeah.
doesn't say anything about trailers, it just says no commercial vehicles.
Parkway.
And with me having a name, see, I still got my old trailer I used to do artwork
Yeah.
when I did shows. It had my name on the side.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
he was not nice.
Yeah, well, you're pulling a trailer on the Parkway, Tommy Winn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, I don't know if we got into anything here that's podcast oriented, but we had a cool little talk. And can you show the picture of the hole in your foot? We can see if that'll work on this camera here. So this is but your foot is healed up like a miracle, right? They weren't sure if you could walk or anything.
They told me I'd lose my foot.
Here, I'm going to stand on the other side of the thing, and they're going to have you bring that closer.
I would lose
Closer
my foot.
and lower and down in front. A little closer. Right there. Look at that. There is a hole in this man's foot.
Yeah, and I told him just put a piece of PVC in there and I would have a foot ring.
PVC. It's PVC.
No. I said it right. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, man! Look at that.
Yeah, but it healed
So
up.
did it shoot through bones? Did the bones grow back? Did they graft bones in, or what happened?
Yeah, well, you don't see you see the traction now? Oh yeah, my bones blowed all to pieces.
The bones in your foot were blown. Does it hurt
I can't
now?
move any of my toes. I can move 2 of my toes. My big toe finally moves again, but that's on the one because all those bones meet right there.
But like when you're walking, you can't even. You walk. There were
I
people
climb.
walking funny in Springfield today when I was driving through.
I climb a ladder.
You don't
I
even-
do everything that I
Yeah,
did before.
you don't even limp or anything.
Well,
Not that I noticed. Tommy Winn has a direct line to Jesus,
no, we all have one.
and he healed his foot, and he could walk and jump and run. What was the story when you were in the hospital and you wanted to get out, or what was that? The lady told you if you could ride a bike or something.
Oh, they had this. They had this bike, it's just a wheel on it.
Yeah.
And they had me over there playing with this ball, bouncing it back and forth and picking this up, picking that. I said, man, I'm not going to do this. I'm not. This is stupid. This is stupid. Well, I had traction. I was
So he's sitting there. Here's a guy that just shot himself in the foot. He's in the hospital
Calling
with
somebody else
the
stupid.
doctors and nurses. He's like, I'm not doing this. This is stupid.
Hey, what can I say? So she told
And
me.
she told him, listen to me, you're the guy that shot yourself in the foot. Oh my God.
You had to bring that up, didn't you? You had to, didn't you?
Oh my
I asked for that one, didn't I? So anyway, she told me, she said, I'll tell you what I'll do. You go over there and you go on that bike over there, we call them air bikes.
Yeah.
She says, if you can ride a mile, you don't have to do it. I rode 21 miles. She walked out the room going,
There you go. I can't.
Yeah.
I have a as I can.
that is pretty bad, call somebody else stupid.
Well, whatever. Yeah. Well, I know a number of people that have. Stubbornness is not the word that I'm looking for, but self-will, a spirit, a type of perseverance, don't give up, don't let things get in your way. You're one of those people.
Well, she told me, she said, you're going to be disabled the rest of your life. I said, not me.
There you go.
No. She said, well, you're probably going to lose your foot. I said, I'll call me no one. She said, well, what? I said, well, I'll just call me. I'm a wood carver. She said, what if we cut it off a knee? I said, well, I'll be just like Black Wiz. I'll just walk around.
I'm glad that I
you
healed
can't
back
give up.
and you're healthy. It's amazing. Good for you,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been 35 minutes with Barre Pinske and Tommy Winn. We are going to get through Christmas, and then I'm going to go down and visit him, and we're taking his identification. We're going to Vegas, and we're going to try to convince them that we're Steve Winn's relative and get a free room. And
Might be.
yeah,
We'll call him.
We'll just here I am. I'm his cousin from Virginia. Didn't he tell you we were coming? We brought some chainsaw carvings. Look at the picture of the hole in my foot.
You
Here you go.
Are you stupid?
Free room for these guys. Give them whatever they want.
Yeah, give them the psych ward.
A couple of characters.
Don't we have a room over there where they were doing all that shooting over there?
All right. Well, thank you very
Yeah.
much, Tommy.
Yeah,
Well, this is
man.
fun.
Jesus loves you, and I do too,
Thank
brother.
you. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah.
love you. I don't know about. My friend Evelyn, she
Okay.
writes songs about Jesus.
Yeah, great.
I told her, I said, Evelyn, I've been thinking about this. I think Jesus has enough fans. Could you write a song about me?
How low can you go?
She didn't think that was funny. All right. Thank you for
Have a
watching.
good time, guys.